Now that we've built our first application, let's look at how we can improve it. Right now, all it does is display a line of text to the console. What we want it to do is ask the user for their name and then display a message using that name. Let's go ahead and delete all the code from before. First, we want to ask the user for their name. We can do this the same way we did in the last video with the WriteLine method. Type console.WriteLine followed by parentheses and a semicolon to end the line. Inside the parentheses, in between double quotes, we'll write, "What is your name?" In the last video, we used the read key method to wait for the user to press a key before the window closed down. We need something similar now, except we want the user to be able to enter a line of text, not just one key. There's another method we can use for this, also a part of the console class, called readLine. ReadLine is just like readKey, except it lets you type a line of text and will not proceed to the next line until you press the Enter key. Just type console.readLine with the first letter of both read and line capitalized, followed by parentheses and a semicolon. Now, we need a way to store the text that the user enters. We do this with something called a variable. We'll look more into variables in the next video, so don't worry too much about it, other than that it holds a value. In this case, the text that the user enters, so that we can use it later in the application. Before console.readLine, type string first name equals. First name is the name of the variable, and it's what we'll use to display it later. Whatever text the user types will be stored in the variable called first name as soon as they hit the Enter key. We'll display that on the next line, again with the WriteLine method. On the next line, enter console.WriteLine followed by parentheses and a semicolon. Inside the double quotes, type "Your name is." Make sure to leave a space at the end. To display the variable name here, we need to concatenate it to the end of the sentence. We do that by putting a plus sign and then the name of the variable, in this case, first name, with no quotes around it. C# interprets this as a variable when there are no quotes around it, and since we declared the variable first name in this line here, C# will add whatever value is stored in the first name variable at the end of this line. Remember, we need to use the read key method so that we can keep the text on the screen and we can see it. If we compile it, first it asks us for our name. Press Enter and it replies, "Your name is Rusev." Now we know three methods of the console class. We can use the read key method to keep the window open, and we're able to input as well as output text to the console window. Also, I should note that read key works the same way that readLine does. You could store a single character in a variable using the read key method, the same way we did with the readLine method. But we've improved the app to now allow input from the user, and we use that input in our response back to the user. Next, we'll take a look at variables, what they can be used for, and how to declare them.